He's the central character, even though there's a lot of other people around it. He's constantly there, whether he's in the background with a ghost or directly the center of attention.
Yeah. Today is October 17. That was your deadline for getting off the book on new. I know you haven't done it. I want to know who has gotten off book on any pieces. Oh, bless your hearts. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to ask you to prove that to me in a minute. That's good. I want to get through, if possible, every piece that you all sing together. That's a lot to do with 3 hours.
Rodney Hagglund. I'm playing Ebenezer Scrooge. The first time I ever did any real serious acting was back in 2007 when I played Scrooge here in Christmas Carol. My daughter kind of dared me to try out for the play. I thought I'd get a small part, and I ended up having Scrooge. So it was kind of a scary introduction to theater. What people don't see from the beginning, and what the stereotypes of the Scrooge don't carry across, is that Scrooge is a man who suffered a lot of pain in his life. And he's been shaped into something. And Dickens tells that in the full story. For people who read the tale of A Christmas Carol, they find out that he was a boy who was neglected and probably beaten by his father, and certainly left alone at Christmas every year because his father didn't care for him. His father was alcoholic. His sister died at an early age in childhood. And the business that he started off as an apprentice with went bankrupt. So all those things turned him into a driven person, a person with a passion to prevent himself from ever being caught in the bonds of poverty.
1, 2, 3. That's right, you have to come down too.
What makes Scrooge so compelling a character is that we delve into his past. We actually see what made Scrooge. Instead of just making him this two-dimensional villain, we actually go into what made a beautiful child full of joy for the world into this scraping, miserly man.
That grasping, scraping squeezer, that frosty, caustic freezer, that icy Ebenezer Scrooge.
Scrooge is full of fear. When you see the character of Mr. Fezziwig, he loved Mr. Fezziwig. Mr. Fezziwig was the closest thing he had to a father in his life and reality. And when poverty came and destroyed Mr. Fezziwig and drove him to death, it put the fear in Scrooge that poverty could come to get him. And poverty was this great predator that was stalking him at every moment.
He was so affected by the negative aspects of what happened in his youth that he decided that he had to be something else.
Okay, let's go back to...
I think I identify with him because we all get the sort of the knocks and the scrapes during our life, and we're given a choice in that moment whether to choose to forgive ourselves for our involvement in that moment, or to see the universe as sort of a dark, nasty place that we have to defend ourselves against. And I think Scrooge made that choice in each situation, because he chose to see the world as sort of out to get him, so he had to close the walls in.
So he's got all these feelings inside, and without that, there would be nothing for the ghosts to pry open. Why is Jacob Marley sent to Scrooge? Because Scrooge is someone who can be saved. So, despite everything, somebody up there sees in Scrooge something that we don't see at the beginning.
Rod is mean. No, sorry. Rod is nice. Scrooge is mean.
You know I'm going to have to use that clip there.
I know.
You got the means to edit this if I take a minute to think, right?